हंसी आए यूं मुस्कुराए तुमने न जाने क्या सपने दिखाए अब तो मेरा दिल जागे न सोता है क्या करूँ हाय कुछ कुछ होता है क्या करूँ हाय कुछ कुछ होता है चांदनी जब तक रात देता है हर कोई साथ तुम मगर अंधेरों में ना छोड़ना मेरा हाथ न कोई है न कोई था जिंदगी में तुम्हारे सिवा तुम देना साथ मेरा ओ हमनवा हो गया है तुझको तो प्यार सजना लाख कर ले तू इनकार सजना हो गया है तुझको तो प्यार सजना लाख कर ले तू इनकार सजना है ये प्यार सजना है ये प्यार सजना तुझे देखा तो ये जाना सनम प्यार होता है दीवाना सनम अब यहाँ से कहाँ जाए हम तेरी बाहों में मर जाए हम कितनी बेचैन होके तुमसे मिली तुमको क्या थी खबर थी नहीं
All right, super good morning to everybody. So good to see you here. Let's see who all are in the room. Anshu Sahani, thank you for all your love, my darling, my sweetheart. So nice to see you here. Life coach Priyadarshini, hello. Life coach Rohit Sutra, good morning. Twinkle Club, good morning Idol, good morning my Jan. Very good morning. Saubana to everybody, and for those of you who don't know, Saubana basically means I see you. It's an African proverb. Rather, yesterday only I was listening to this really nice word, Ubuntu. Ubuntu is basically, again, another African proverb which says, if everyone is not happy, how can I be happy alone? And it's all on sharing and you know, caring and that compassion that, you know, us winning alone is no fun if everyone else is not celebrating with us. So making sure that everybody wins is a part of that collective energy, which means us is more important than I. And I think that's such a lovely way to live life, especially when you are in a tribe or in a community, that everyone should get to win and it should not be any selfish reasons. So I really enjoyed reading all about Ubuntu. Again, these African concepts, words are so interesting. Same way Japanese people have such fabulous, interesting concepts. The more we study other cultures, the more our brain opens up to different kinds of thought processes, which I find very interesting. All right, Sona is here. Sona, love you, my Jan. Thank you for being here. So sweet. Jasmine Nanavati, when do you plan to start your in-person classes? That is such a beautiful question, Jasmine. That is a question I'm going to have to ask Success Gyan or Suren. So today itself, I'll actually message him and ask him, when can we start doing at least every 3 months? I would love to do 2 days of awakening in person. I think I'm going to set this intention out that Awakening becomes my live program, while Coaching Mastery, for all of you, 400 of you who were there this Saturday and Sunday, it was such an honor having you in my room. It was such a pleasure taking you through the whole concept of how you can now start to serve the world and make a difference in your own life by the money that you earn and the impact that you have. So it was really nice. If you were there in Coaching Mastery, put CM in the chat box so that I know how many of my CM ladies are here. Tina Shiju, very good morning to you, my sweetheart. My passion world, Sao Bana, Puja, looking so vibrant and fresh. Thank you. Awesome. Very, very good morning. Na koi hai, na koi hoga. Zindagi mein tumhare bina. So sweet. Sonu, you're such a cutie, na. I love you. Nagashri, hi. Good morning. Saubana to you too. Old school DV. What awesome 2 days of CM we had. Can't wait for CC in May. Love you for that, sweetheart. Can't wait for CC. Actually, I'm so excited because I think it's going to be the perfect upgrade between everything that I've done up until now. Uska pura khichdi banakar, I think CC is going to get created. So super excited about that. And for those of you who don't know what CC is or what CM is, CM stands for Coaching Mastery 1-to-1. CC stands for 1-to-1 Coaching Certification. And they are basically, one is a 2-day program, one is a 3 months program, and they help you become a coach. So if you're interested in ever, or you're considering life coaching as a career, come do CM and see if CC is the right fit for you. Okay? Mohana Vicky, Puja, please tell me how to have control over the food. Mohana, if my husband sees me reading this question and even attempting to answer, he's going to be laughing like anything, because one of the things everybody knows about Puja is a full-on foodie. Okay, so I don't know, Mohana. I don't know if I can answer that question clearly, but I'll tell you what I do. I'm going to give you what I do, but I want you to know I'm no pro at this, okay? So what I've done recently is that I've started to connect all my goals of what matters most to me with things that don't matter so much to me. And I'll explain to you what I do. So let's say for me, the most important thing in my life right now is to serve the women that are coming into my room. Okay, that is really where all of my energy lives. This is what I want to do. Whoever I can help, however I can help, I want to help. So that's my highest value or highest priority. Now, my value that I don't have much is of, I wouldn't say health because I'm very careful about health, but I would say weight gain or how I look is not important to me. It's never been. It isn't something that I deeply am connected to. I'm much more about the inner than the outer. So, it's perfectly okay to be about the outer also, but it's not high up in my value system. So what I've started to do is, Puja, why do you need to look good? When you want to inspire someone, you need to look a certain way that they should aspirationally look at you and feel like, yes, I also want to be like her. You cannot be 100 kilos and try to inspire other people because they will see the flaws that you first need to fix in yourself, correct? So what I've done is I've connected my health to my highest value, which is of service. And now I eat less because every time I look at something and say, which is more important, Puja? This 10 minutes of satisfaction of the chocolate cake, or the 10 years of hard work that you have put in up until now, and the next 10 years which are going to be super crucial into truly building your tribe. What matters most to you? And when I ask a question like that, what do you think my mind is answering? It doesn't even have a choice, right? Immediately my mind is telling me, Puja, 10 years of hard work you've put in to come here. You want to just eat that chocolate cake and finish off, like that's all that matters to you, all of that hard work that you put in. And immediately my mind starts to support me in my food. So I haven't been able to go, I won't eat, but I am able to go that, you know what matters most to me, this is not in alignment with that, and therefore anything that's not alignment with my highest value should not be a part of my life, and I'm not going to let it be a part of my life. So that's how I operate as far as food is concerned. I don't know, Mohana, how this will help you, darling, but see which way you can use it, okay? Anita Gupta, my sweetheart, good morning. Love you. Bless you for showing up every Wednesday to charge us up. Bless you for showing up everywhere and really receiving. The biggest gift my tribe can give me is to show up. So my showing up is actually me living my dream. But your showing up means so much to me. So I just want you, every one of you here, to know that for you, you may feel like, wow, Puja does so much for us, but this is what I want. So together, I think the better your life becomes, the bigger the gift it is for the teacher. So just whoever is here, just make one promise to me that you're going to continuously, this 2022 is going to be your year of transformation. So bless you, my Jan. Happy Wali morning. Thank you, Beanie. Same to you. Love it, love it, love it. Saubana, yes. Everybody wins is Ubuntu. That's correct. Coaching Mastery. Oh, all my Coaching Mastery ladies are in the room. Love it, love it, love it. Let's take a few names. Hey, kahin chale gaya? Oh, it's gone off right to the bottom. Okay, doesn't matter. Waiting in-person program. Let's make it happen. Come on. Hi, Pooja. I want to become a parenting coach. Would you recommend any good certification courses for the same? Thanks. Priyanka, for me, parenting coach who I really respect is a lady called Shifali Sabari. You can look at her parenting coach program. If you want to become a general life coach certification is what you're looking for, I'll definitely give you a full update on what I do. But if you're specifically looking to enhance your parenting coaching, then her course is really beautiful. Do consider it. It's priced quite steep, so you'll just have to, it's very worth it, but it's a high price. Same here, total foodie. So cute. How to make the most use of Coaching Mastery now with whatever that we have learned. How to put things in action step by step. Sit and create a full list of everything that I've asked you to do, and then keep ticking at least 3 things per day. 3 things every day you keep ticking, you'll realize the time will come where the entire Coaching Mastery will be done and over with. So that will be so fabulous, isn't it? Savita Sujay, how to be stable and focused on things when a family member is hospitalized? Can't. You have to honor the fact that you can't. You know what? A lot of times so much is happening in our life and we are trying to normalize it. When life is not normal, you cannot normalize it, right? You have a family member that you love is in the hospital and you're trying to keep yourself stable and focused. I think very hard. I think you have to give yourself the permission that it's okay if I'm not stable and focused. I'll try to do whatever I can, and whatever I can't, I'll be supremely kind to myself because my circumstances are not normal. So how can I be normal? So my suggestion to you, Savita Sujay, allow your emotions to pass through you. Don't try to suppress them and be normal. Let them pass through you. If you feel like crying sometimes, cry. If you feel like doing something, do it. Whatever is coming for you, allow yourself, because you know what? Emotionally, when someone so close to us lands up being in a place where they need our help or support, we cannot just continue to be where we are. We have to process that. There is no passing through. There's no passing by. There's only passing through. So passing through your feelings, and those some days will just not work out, and you must give yourself permission for some days to not work out. Nanda Gobal 8. I am from Pondicherry. My wife is comfortable in Tamil. I want her to learn from you and your ideologies. Let me know about classes. I will let her attend. So sweet. So Nanda, one of the things is that I don't ever land up doing my classes in Tamil, so I'm not too sure how she will learn from me. Will she be able to understand English? Then she's more than welcome to be there. If she doesn't even understand, then you may need to keep a translator for her. Yes? Your miracle stories. How do you heal if you have your low days? What is your self-healing routine? Thank you for asking such a beautiful question. So, miracle, one of the things I land up doing first is just accepting the fact that I'm not feeling okay. For me, that is itself step one. A lot of times, the way we are made or the way the world is created, people just expect you to become fine. So you rush your healing process, or you rush the fact that, you know what, I don't know why I'm not fine, but I have to become fine. There's so much I need to do. I have to become fine. I have to become fine. I just first step into that I'm not fine. Accepting that in itself is actually, to be honest, healing. So I am not fine. Now, what in my life right now am I not fine with? Sometimes it takes time even to understand that, because what we are thinking sometimes we are upset about is not what we are upset about. What we are upset about could be something entirely different, right? So I'll be in my heart feeling like, okay, what is it that I am upset about? And then I'll start to look at, is it my very busy schedule? Is it that I've overgiven? Is it that I haven't spent enough time with my family or the people who give me the maximum joy? Is there something I've landed up missing because of which I'm upset? I have to figure first out, what am I upset about? Sometimes I'm able to figure that out and I fix it very quickly. Sometimes I'm not able to figure out what am I upset about. So then I just go, maybe I have picked up on someone else's irritated and energy or down energy, or you've hung out with someone who was low and now you've started to feel low because of their low. That can also happen. So I just then ask myself, what can I do today to see if I can fix whatever it is that I'm feeling? What would give me joy? So just this morning I was thinking of, I would love to go to a health farm for a week. My health has not been its best for the whole month, and now it's fine actually, but I'm still feeling like the 100% energy is not back. I'm working at a 90%, which is very good, but I want to really wake up with complete enthusiasm. I'm not waking up at the level I normally wake up at, and that's been a little like, okay, I want to wake up with that energy of, I like to jump out of bed. That's really how I like to wake up. And I've not been jumping out of bed. So I was like, you know what, how can I fix that? Maybe I can go to a health farm for a week. So I'm thinking maybe somewhere in March I may land up going there. So what I'm doing is, can you see, there's a lot of self-reflection happening. I love journaling. Just writing out how I'm feeling. I love to do gratitude and see, when I do gratitude, does that help me or does that fix it? Maybe what I have been blaming is actually a boon in my life, not a curse. So, or I just look at all my relationships and say, which one can I improve this week to start to feel better about myself? All of this really helps me. The more I can identify, the more I know, then I can do something about it. Sometimes it is confrontational, sometimes it is accepting, whatever I need to do. The one thing I do is I take 100% responsibility of my own healing. I'm not waiting for someone else to change for me to change. I'm not waiting for someone else to fix things for me. I am responsible for my own happiness, is a sentence I say to myself at least 100 times a day. So I am responsible for my own happiness. What will it take for me to be happy? And I then go do that. So miracles, see how you can take all the things I do and see if you can introduce it into your life to really start your healing process. A lot of healing just happens when we accept what is hurting us and not pretend to be okay or fine or strong. So hope some of this helps. Ashia Sajil, I have a wonderful friend in mid-30s and is affected by renal failure. Can I manifest for her to get a donor and get back to normal? You can bless her. I'm not sure if you can manifest for her. So just the more number of people that keep blessing her, the more her manifestation will get speeded up. Okay, so if she wants to speed up her, you can definitely bless her. We can't control other people's lives, but we can send karmic good energy towards her. So Ashia, just every day pray for her, and in your prayer, remember there is enough power for her to start to, if she wants it, then she will manifest it, right? So her manifestation plus your blessings together as a combination can work magic. Chetan Throw 30. Hi Puja, okay, whatever that was. Yeah. Hi. Ritika 8131. I want to be like you, ma'am. Ritika, oh, that's so sweet. God bless you, my sweetheart. Revati Menon. Ma'am, I had an idea what to start on coaching, but after the passion test, it just changed. Revati, if you do the passion test again and again, it may keep still changing, because remember one thing, we are ever evolving souls with an ever evolving journey. Okay, and somewhere along the way we have misinterpreted this concept that people have only one purpose. The real truth is every 2 to 3, 4, 5 years, our purpose also keeps changing on earth. As we keep evolving, new purposes keep showing up. There was a time where Gandhiji's purpose was to become a lawyer. Another time when Gandhiji's purpose was to go to Africa and help the people there. Another time was to come back and start to do law in India and start to look at what these freedom fighters were fighting against the Britishers. Another time came where literally he became the Mahatma, the reason to get freedom from Britishers. So can you see how it evolves? Eventually we look at our last purpose and believe that that was our ultimate purpose. But that we can only know when we reach there, right? So if your ideas are going on changing, don't feel bad about it. This is because new information brings in new thoughts and ideas. The only thing is at some point you want to just start. If your ideas are delaying your start, then just give yourself maybe 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and after that say on the 1st of May, no matter where I'm at, I'm starting. So that way what happens is you have that commitment, and so you're not only ideating, you're also moving into execution at some point. I also believe that there comes a time in your life where when you start to execute, new ideas start to come, and then you know what, you start somewhere but you actually end up in a completely different place, and that's not called failure, that's only called failing forward. So you can continuously, I keep on continuously failing forward. So much in my business keeps changing organically every now and then. I've stopped using the word failure on my business. I just keep saying I'm failing forward, which means with every failure, I'm going closer to my success, or every failure of mine can also be perceived as a success. So imagine that's really how much we can fail forward. Trisha Bedia, good morning. You are a source of energy and I have found my role model in you. So sweet, Trisha. God bless you, my darling. Shaina, I promise, so cute. Simani, very good morning to you. Priyadarshini is saying, sorry ma'am, I've missed a few sessions. Never be sorry, Priyadarshini. You know what? In my tribe, I always say this. Instead of apologizing for the past, just start to make a decision for the future that now I won't miss any of the sessions. Okay? Rinky2208, me and my husband are partners and one woman employee. Disregards me having my hubby support what to do. Rinky, honestly, you can just have an honest conversation around with your husband around, instead of being defensive that you know what, you always support her, you're always on her side or anything like that. You can start to have a conversation with him on how you feel. Okay, we normally don't speak feelings, we speak attacks. So see if you can change your energy from attacking him to feeling. She is not important. Okay, let me tell you very clearly, the third person is never important. What she does is her business. What happens between you both because of her is what is the most important thing. Okay, if she is disregarding, it may be because whatever her thoughts are, your husband's thoughts are matching it. You know, when I had hired an interior decorator for my house, this is back in 2016. So it was Puneet, me and my interior decorator. Okay. Now it doesn't matter if my interior decorator was a man or a woman. I'm not even going to give him a gender, because what matters is that what would happen is that all decisions, because it was three of us, those two were on the same page. I was not. So I would feel disregarded. Okay, till I had to sit my husband down and say, look, eventually you and I have to live in this house, not him or her and you. So let's make sure that let's, you know, speak in a way or in a manner that I also feel like living in this house once that person leaves, after deciding what my house is going to look like. So it was a difficult conversation, and I can tell you it took me a couple of months to get him to reach a place where he actually moved out of that whole conversation and left it to me and my interior decorator to finish the house, which was very, very nice of him. But I can tell you it was 3 months of hell before that, where every time anything had to happen, it was almost like I was just not being considered being able to take decisions of the house that I'm only going to have to manage. So I totally feel you, Rinky. I hope you got some solution. It is truly the art of communication that you are going to have to work with if you want. And the insecurity that you may be carrying if there is any. I'm not sure. You can check into that am I more insecure about the fact that she's getting more importance, or am I more insecure that, or am I feeling more bad that, you know what, none of my decisions are being given the importance they deserve? And so you can also introspect a lot more and then go speak to your husband in a manner where he and you are one and she's the outsider, rather than speaking to him in a manner where she and him are one and you are the outsider. And remember, whenever we are in attack mode, we make two people come together for us to be able to attack both of them together. But that's the biggest disservice we do in our fights. It's you and him versus her, not him and her versus you. Change the equation, change the language, change the way you are speaking. I hope this helps. Image by Design consultations. When is your podcast starting? We are waiting to listen to it. The minute it does, I'm going to announce it. By the way, my book is now available on Amazon for anyone to order. You can just go type Unlocking the Golden Case. They're still sorting out a few images on Amazon, but it is definitely already buyable. So if you want to go pick it up, you're more than welcome to go do that. Having said that, I'm sure by next week, next Wednesday, I'll be able to announce which date the podcast is starting. My guess is 2nd April. I'm not 100% sure, but a week before or a week after is the max that we'll go. Okay? Saubana, Abreen is saying, refreshed to see you. That's so sweet. God bless you. How to introduce ourselves as a life coach. Still, many people don't know about life coaching. So when you say life coach and you see the person not being able to understand, you can actually add a sentence. So when I used to say I'm a life coach, I used to say I help people design their life. So that was the sentence I was using. And you know what? It makes it so interesting when somebody asks you further questions, because now you have a chance to really explain yourself. So don't take it as if the person doesn't understand life coaching at one go. That matters. Sometimes saying things which make people ask follow-up questions gives you the opportunity to truly explain what it is you do, and that's a good thing. So just see what are the sentences you'd like to add. I remember at one point when somebody used to ask me, what is a life coach? I said, you know how you have an architect or an interior decorator for your house? The same way you should have an architect for your life, where they know how to study the manual of life and show it to you that these are the aspects of your life not working. Let me give you the professional perspective on what your life should be looking like. So that way, you know what, people get so curious, people get so interested, and they you know, I'll be like, I can do a quiz for you where I can tell you how much you score on the game of life, or I can do this for you, or I can do the passion test for you. People get so curious, and these are such beautiful conversations to have. So whenever you introduce yourself as a life coach and the other person doesn't understand, that's only an opportunity for you to go further and deeper in explaining life coaching. Hi Pratiksha, hi Meeta, hi Simani, hi Sadik, hi Muktika Bhardwaj. I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right, my Jan. I'm indecisive in nature. What do I do to be firm? Thank you for helping, Diva. I'm going to ask you to really work on this one quality of yours, because it makes a lot of decision. You know, the quality of our life is directly proportionate to the quality of decisions we have made in our life up until now. If you go back and look at all the good decisions you've taken, today you are reaping the rewards of those decisions. And if you look at all the decisions you didn't take, those are the places where all of your regret will be living. So learning to start to make good decisions, very important. Good decisions come from experience. Experience comes from bad decisions. Let me repeat that. Good decisions come from experience. Experience comes from bad decisions. Making a decision is the important part. Sometimes wrong decisions lead to right decisions. If you don't take a decision, you have put yourself on hold. On hold is where all regret lives. So I'm going to ask everyone in this room today to start to look at how can you grow your decision muscle. You know, in the morning when I wake up, the fact what outfit I'm going to wear is a decision. What earrings I'm going to wear is a decision. What nail polish am I going to wear is a decision. Everything is a decision. Just start to take the smaller decisions so that in life, when the muscle is required to take the bigger decisions, you have that muscle. Some of us on the smallest of things are taking 100 people's recommendations. When I was building the brand Life by Design, I remember I had a beautiful option, 2 options between the 2 logos. And I kept asking people, what should I do with this logo, that logo? And I realized in the end, the logo that got created wasn't even something I liked, because I took in so much feedback that it was neither me nor them. It just wasn't what I would have liked it to be. And that's when I realized that, my brand must represent me. I don't want to take too much suggestion in this. And so I decided that I'm going to now redesign the brand, and the only thing that's important is that I should love it. So this is just for you to know that, as you take decisions and we keep taking feedback, we'll end up reaching somewhere where we had not anticipated, because we are now following other people's values rather than our own. So my high recommendation to you is, at least in the decisions that do not impact anybody, learn to start to take those decisions. And don't fear taking wrong decisions. If I'm wearing red or brown nail polish, does it matter? What earrings I wear, does it matter? What top I wear, does it matter? Some things matter, some things don't matter. Even in the things that matter, I check how much does it matter. And if I land up choosing this over that, how much does it matter? Big decisions, please take feedback, but we are actually indecisive about the smaller things. Most of us have an opinion on the bigger things in life. It's the smaller things in life that we are most indecisive about. So, highly recommend you grow this muscle. Very, very important. And remember one more thing. Delaying a decision is also a decision. No decision is also a decision. So no decision or delay in decision is also a decision, just that you may think of it as not. Divine Magic 1111. I like your name. Last 2 days have started changing things, the way I look at the universe. Universe has started to make things manifest for me according to my list. Divine Magic, the last 2 days have been very powerful in the calendar itself. So whatever it is that you're feeling, really harness it. And start to live your best life. Start to keep something what I call the victory log. Every day noticing how your life is working for you, not against you. And the more you notice it, the more it will grow, my Jan. Alright, Ambreen is asking how to focus on one thing. I get exhausted and bored with some things very fast. Me too, Ambreen. I so feel you when you say this. So, how to focus on one thing? I'm going to use a sentence that every single woman in my tribe will know. Ordinary women start strong. Extraordinary women finish strong. Learning to finish strong, building that muscle that makes you finish strong, very, very essential to life. So whenever I'm starting something, for me, it's not so much about the focus and the concentration as it is that what's going to be the time period it's going to take me to finish this project. And if I'm not willing to put in the effort to finish it, I should not start it, because anything that we start and we don't finish, it reduces our self-esteem and our confidence. And please don't do anything that reduces your self-esteem or your confidence. So if you are planning to start something, let's say that project is going to take you 3 hours. Then I want you to ensure that, you have it on your schedule, you have it on your planner, you have it in every manner, a dedication and a commitment muscle that, whether I get bored or not, beyond this is not going to get decided by my moods. It's going to get decided by my commitment muscle. Start to build your commitment muscle stronger than your moods, and you will become an extraordinary woman. Ordinary people, moods control them. Extraordinary people, commitment controls them. Start to value commitment over moods. You will become a fabulously powerful person in your life. Happy Style 1234. I know I have to do it. I know it's important for me, but my mood comes in my way. How to deal with it? Happy Style, I think your question just got answered. Build your commitment muscle. One of the best ways to build your commitment muscle is to gamify it. What do I mean by gamification? Every week, give yourself stars to do something. And then collectively, those stars should equal to something that you really have been wanting, but you have not felt deserving of it. So let's say I want to go, like March 1st, I decided I'm going to go off sugar. So I'm on a 31 days no sugar. Now every week I'm monitoring myself that, okay, this week 7 stars, next week 7 stars, next week 7 stars. And with every set of 7 stars, this is what I will give myself. So I'm off shopping. So I can reward myself with one outfit every Sunday if I do all 7 days of no sugar. So like this, you can start to make life so much more fun. You know, these are just your own personal consequences or rewards that start to make life interesting. Remember, most of us don't have bosses in our personal life or don't have anybody to report to. So what happens is we tend to not take our own promises seriously. If you start to take your own promises seriously, you will become star in your life. What do I mean when I say that? Rock star level. We have to start to do things that ordinary people can't do. That's really what 2022 has to be about. If you will start to give yourself what any excuse that any ordinary person gives, then you will become ordinary. But if you are here in my Insta live today, 197 of you or 198 of you, then please, okay, 199 of you, okay, 200, okay, this is not ending, okay, fine, whatever. As many as you are here, just know one thing, that you know what, that ordinary people tend to keep on choosing the excuses. Extraordinary people have only one decision to be made, that you know what, I will not choose the ordinary way. I will take the tougher path, but I will do it. And today onwards, create your identity as an extraordinary person. And every time you are in the middle of a decision, ask yourself, what would an ordinary person do and what would I do? In my tribe, we call it goddess. What would a goddess do? What would an ordinary woman do? What would a goddess do? What would an ordinary woman do? And then choose goddess, choose goddess, choose goddess, till a day comes where you naturally only have goddess energy. Isn't that going to be so beautiful, my sweetheart? Star Seed Creations by Deepti. How to manifest for quick results. So one of the things, Deepti, I'm going to say is that what you want gets decided by you. When to get it gets decided by God. So create such a beautiful relationship with God that He starts to give it to you quicker. But honestly, I don't know if I have the solution to this. I don't know if I have the answer to this question of yours. Simply because I don't in my heart believe that we can speeden up anything before its correct time. There's a divine timing to life. And if you also follow that divine timing and believe in it, then instead of getting impatient with your results, you will start to enjoy the waiting period. You start to enjoy the waiting period, automatically that thing will come faster to you. Okay, so if you want to quickly manifest, detach yourself from the speed at which you want it to come to you. That was not an answer at all to your question, because I've taken you somewhere else only with it, but that's the real truth. A lot of us want things to happen by our speed. That actually is the main cause of depression, anxiety, worry. You start to remove the deadlines, the artificial deadlines that we put on ourselves, and you will start to see how much we can enjoy the process rather than only the results. Start enjoying the process of everything you're doing. Forget about the results, and I can tell you the results will come faster and in a more stable and strong manner. Neha Karan, I'm gonna start my Ho'oponopono healing journey as a coach, but I'm still feeling resistance to sell as they are only my closed people. Although I'm providing overvalue, guide and blessings, please help me TTT4. Neha Karan, my sweetheart, anytime we start anything, it's only natural to feel resistance. I want you to know this, that resistance is not something that is telling you not to do something. Resistance is actually the green flag, that the fact that resistance exists means you are doing something that is taking you outside of your comfort zone. Do it, my sweetheart, do it. You know what? In my life, every morning I face resistance. Should I do my Insta live today or not? Should I do this session today or not? Should I sell this new program or not? I feel resistance more often than most people, and that's the reason why I'm such a rock star, or if I may say so, in whatever I have to do. Because when I feel the resistance, it doesn't stop me. It only tells me that, wow, Puja, you're beating your resistance. You're beating your resistance. Today, what did I beat? Today, what did I beat? Today, I beat my procrastination. Today, I beat my perfectionism. Today, I beat my doubts. Today, I beat my fears. Today, I beat my overwhelm. And as I keep beating each one of these, I will start to become more and more goddess-like. I will start to become more and more extraordinary. So Neha, if you are feeling resistance, I just want you to know you're totally on track. Just go do it, my sweetheart. And you know what? Whatever it is, deal with it. Whenever we are dealing with becoming a coach to our closest people, please know that our biggest fear then becomes judgment. What are they going to think? Which is one of the reasons why I don't charge my closest people, because I know that if I charge them, judgment was anyway coming. Now after charging, the double judgment. So one of the lessons I've learned in my life is everyone is my client, but not the people who are directly related to me or related to my husband. If I want to take them on as a client, then I should take them on free. If I don't want to take them on as a client, that's also okay. But charging them is only going to build more judgment and we cannot control what they will say about us. And somehow when they are in our inner circle and they say bad things about us, it impacts or affects us really badly. So just be careful around that, my Jan. Shiv's 1979. Sometimes shouldn't we hold back and not express every time? As I've learned that through experiences that every time expressing doesn't work. You're absolutely right, Shiv. Every time we should not express ourselves every time. We have to have the intelligence to know when to express and when not to express. We have to know what are the things that our mind is thinking and giving us, maybe a wrong thought. If we start to express all of our thoughts, thank God, God's given a gap between our tongue and our mind. That means everything was not meant to be expressed. We have to process our thoughts through our intelligence and decide, can I solve this myself? Is it an internal thing? Do I need to confront the other person? Do I need to remove myself from the situation? There are so many different options we have, and deciding which option works best for you is part of the processing of your intelligence. So I never have ever advocated that you must speak whatever you think, because that actually can damage your relationship really badly or sometimes put you in regret कि यार ज़रूरत ही क्या थी बोलने की यार, ये तो I should have just let it pass. So choose your battles. Every battle is not a battle that you want to fight. Just because someone else brought it up or you believe that this must be discussed, I like to give myself at least 24 hours after an incident to kind of bring my emotional maturity back so that my intelligence can keep going up. So remember one thing, when emotions go up, intelligence goes down. When I am emotionally fully charged up, I will end up saying things that later on I will regret. So I want my emotional equilibrium to come back before I open my mouth and speak. This is a very important aspect of emotional maturity or of responding rather than reacting. So, and then I decide, okay, even if I want to speak about this topic, I want to speak about it in a manner when I am fully in control of my emotions, not when I am spitting fire or volcanic in my personality. Shivani from Gujarat, hope that helped you, sweetheart. Sunny Singh Life, can you define what is life coaching? You know what? Some things like umbrella words, okay? Success, happiness, respect. These are umbrella words, and so is life coaching, which means for different people, it can mean different things. In my tribe or in my world, because my company is called Life by Design, I describe life coaching a lot in that manner where I help you design your life. So it's a lot around law of attraction, on how you can create your best future, how you can dream it, believe it, receive it. So it's all very that in its language. Now, some people are different kinds of life coaches, and therefore their description may keep changing. But at the end of the day, what is a coach? A coach is someone where you cannot see your own blind spots, so they come in to help you help you and ask you better questions, which will give you a different or a new perspective. And as you analyze and reflect your life deeply, the chances are you'll make better decisions. And like I said, better decisions equals to better life. So it's just someone who assists you in helping better decisions in whichever sphere you are looking for help in your life. I hope that was slightly helpful. Shalini Vivi, missed you and your vibe so much, Puja. Very happy to be here. Lots of love. Lots of love to you too, Shalini. Good morning, beautiful. Love your vibe. Yashna, so nice to see you here, my Jan. So sweet. God bless you. CM and GBDA. Woohoo! Winning your book was my biggest manifestation in February. Also, I have managed to do 108 gratitudes on 1st of every month. Wow. And 3 months now. Highly grateful for your ideology. Wow, Mansi, I'm so super proud of you. 108 gratitudes on the 1st of every month. You are a rock star. God bless you. Rabia, I got my answer through someone else's question. Happens all the time, Rabia. You're so right. All right, I'm going to go right to the bottom. What is a health farm? These are all different kinds of institutes that help you put your health back on track. The one I visit most is called Jindal in Bangalore. It's a lovely health farm. There's one new one that's opened in Pune that's doing really well. There's one in Nasik that's really nice. I haven't yet decided. Ananda in the mountains is gorgeous. So there are many health farms in India. You can just Google health farms and see what shows up. I would love to go to, I'm thinking that I'd love to go to Ananda in the mountains. Janvi, how to let go of past traumas that have been affecting your life. Traumas like sexual abuse, unhealthy family environments, and many more. Janvi, for this, I would highly recommend a therapist or a coach or a psychiatrist or a psychologist, depending on what level of abuse you're dealing with. There are so many people today who can help you. There's a whole step-by-step process of healing. The number one is to actually look for help. A lot of us try to heal our own selves very, very hard. There are some things that you should get outside help from. One of them is all traumas. All traumas need a professional to step in to start to help you. Whenever I'm helping someone with their trauma, it's a good 4 to 6 sessions before I can help them reach a place which is truly magnificent. Yeah. Oh, so sweet. Okay, I'm gonna go right to the bottom. Let's see what's happening there. Mind Matter Diaries. I read your book. It's so relatable to me since I'm a mom wanting to be a coach and working towards it with full focus. Thanks a ton for the book and the inspiration. Oh, fabulous. Thank you for that. Priyanka, Transformation Coach. Shweta Gelgood, you can challenge yourself and train your mind by cultivating your environment positively according to your desires. Oh, she's just recommending that to someone. Shilpa Dhoot, love you so much but never participated for not so good at social media. Shilpa, so happy to have you and seeing you participate. God bless you, darling. You know what? It takes a lot of courage to show up. So I'm so proud of you for just even putting this comment out there. Shraddha, Coach Shraddha, how do we differentiate between divine delay and procrastination? Nice question, Shraddha. So Shraddha, for me, divine delay is, let's say I'm a farmer and I sow all the seeds. And now for the seeds to grow, God has to intervene, right? So he has to decide the whole process. So that is called divine delay. When you are taking your actions but results are not coming, that is divine delay. When you have stopped taking the actions, that is called procrastination. So lots of women right now are trying to get pregnant. There are some steps you have to take to get pregnant, right? So if you keep taking the steps but you're not getting pregnant, that's divine delay. If you have stopped taking the steps itself, that's procrastination. So procrastination is when what is in your control, you stop doing. That's called procrastination. When you have to just wait patiently because you've done everything you have to, yet the result hasn't come, that's called divine delay. Divine delay's answer is always to step into patience, okay? Waiting, to step into waiting patiently. While the answer for procrastination is always to move into action, yeah? Divmin, how to get over repeated miscarriages. Divmin, you will have to build a lot more faith and surrender, sweetheart, in your God. Everything that's happening in this world, all the junk, the rubbish, the wrongdoings, the injustice, the bad things, we have to make sense of it, right? So you have to make sense of your loss. Firstly, sorry for your loss, but you have to start to make sense of your loss, right? So God has given different problems to different people, and how are you going to process that? You know, sometimes we can just say, at least I have a healthy body and I have a great husband. So what if we are not being able to have a child? Maybe God has other plans. You know, so you have to start to make sense of the loss that you're having. For making it, you have to reduce that loss and compare it to someone else's loss, which is greater, and therefore make yourself feel a little better. We are so good at comparing ourselves to people who are better that, you know what, sometimes we forget that there is a world out there that is also suffering, and they may not even have half of what you have, and here you are only thinking about the one thing and being ungrateful. So moving into gratitude, moving into that space of, you know, so what if I don't have this, at least I have this, and the more grateful your heart becomes, the more chances of you reaching a space where that is missing starts to get fulfilled. Or you become so comfortable that you stop even aspiring for it. A time can come. So if you have been going through this, sweetheart, start to ask your God that, you know, God, I know there's a lesson here. Don't say, why me, God? That's a very disempowering question. Why me, God? Because you know what, this can happen to anyone. So don't go, why me, God? Because God will then give you a new set of problems which will be worse. So why should we ask a dirty question? Let's ask a better question. God, what is the lesson you are trying to teach me from this incident or these repeated incidents? What is it I need to learn? Is it that I need to learn I am complete? Is it that I need to learn that, you know, that I'm grateful? Is it that I need to learn patience? Is it that I need to learn? What is it I need to learn from it? And as you will keep learning your lessons, God will keep on improving your situations. Lavanya's art. Hi Puja, recently I've turned my passion into profession and I'm so grateful to be able to do that. But the challenge is this working from home. When I'm working from home on my mission, people do not take me seriously. Lavanya, my sweetheart, one of the most beautiful gifts that we have received in COVID is that now working from home has become very acceptable. Earlier on, what was looked at that, you know, people never used to take working from home seriously because they used to believe that it's more like a hobby or something like that. Don't worry at all. Currently, I want you to now start to believe in your heart that actually working from home is the biggest boon all of us have. Can you imagine? I run my entire company from my bedroom. That's where I am. Last 2 years, this is April 2020 to now. Okay, not 2 years. Yeah, almost 2 years in a month. It's going to be where I have run my entire company from home. So no longer that is true that working from home is not taken seriously. The people in your house need to be a little more supportive. In case you have that, that's great. But outside people, no longer. I just gave up my office. I used to have this beautiful office just 4 houses away. But I haven't gone there in the last 2 years. So I've decided to not have that office. I will build a new office now in the next 6 months. But I'm really deciding what kind of office would I want if this is the new structure to life. if working from home is a part of our lifestyle now, then what kind of office would I want? How would I want my team to come? Will they be coming once a week or twice a week, or will they not be coming at all? Is it going to be only for me, or is it going to be for my entire company? All of these are great questions to ask ourselves now when everything has changed. All right, we are at 10:56. I want to quickly read out all the people who did a fabulous job of sharing their takeaways last week. We have Ritu Garg 265, life coach Manish Mishra, Sharanya Krishna Kanti, however you pronounce it, Krishnan Kuti, mom _ me - mom, digital Amal Priya, Ruchi Naveen, Divya Vijay, life coach, Aditi Ashish Kumar, Bhargavi Reddy YC, Swati Singh Shukla, 340 _ Manju, Modern Mirabai, T _ Spirited, Ujwala Madhavi 15, Gratitude and Everyday Rituals, Monica Sky is the Limit, Devika Wins, and Inner Soul Inara. All of you did a fabulous job of sharing your takeaways in your stories. If you would like to win a book from me, please do it this week also. I'm going to pause in a second, and then I would love for you all to put it in your takeaways, put your takeaways and share it in your story. A massive congratulations to all of our winners. Out of these 18 people, 3 of you are going to receive our book. I don't know right now which 3 it's going to be. We are just going to do the chit picking after today's session. And once you've done the chit picking, expect it. If you didn't get it, don't worry. Keep doing it week after week. It's only a matter of time that you're going to win one of my, you're going to win the book, okay? Unlocking the Golden Cage. So if you haven't taken a picture till now, come on everyone, quickly take a picture, share your takeaways, put it in the story, and make sure that tag me Puja _ Puneet so that I can share it in my story so that you become eligible for the book, okay? This time I'm looking at least 20 of you. Last time we had 18, I wanted to grow. So 20 of you at least should be sharing this in your story, okay? Thank you so much for coming, and massive congratulations to all the winners. If you have already received my book, then please know that you will not be receiving the second book. But you continue to do the activity. Who knows, we'll accumulate all of this and you may win a 15 minutes one-to-one with me at some point. All right, I am Hina Parmar is saying, can you give us any challenge for this week? Of course, absolutely. Let's look at a interesting challenge. What challenge would all of you like? Any ideas? Let's hear it in the chat box. What kind of challenge would be interesting to do this week? We are in March. We are in Women Empowerment Week. 8th of March is normally the Women Empowerment Day. Let's do something that makes us feel empowered. You know, what can a woman do for her to feel empowered? Any ideas around that? Anything that we can do as women really collectively? What about women supporting women? Yeah, WSW, women supporting women. Should I challenge you this week to look for at least one woman and support her? Anything. She could be someone who works in your house. She could be your friend. She could be, just look for a woman that you can support and do something to support her. And if you want to support me, don't forget to share my picture and your key takeaways in your story. And along with that, because it is women empowering other women, let's do one thing. You can share with me, take a picture of anything that you land up doing, or take a picture of the person you land up supporting, put it in your stories and tag me, and let's make it WSW hashtag. Women supporting women. Okay, so WSW hashtag women supporting women, and you're gonna go out there this week looking for how can I encourage a business that a woman is running, maybe show up for a woman in some way, maybe listen and speak to someone that you know has been needing your attention or importance. Do whatever shows up for you, but let's make this week about other women, because you know what, in a world which keeps on talking about women are the biggest enemies to other women, we need to change this full belief system by women becoming best friends with other women. Men should know that when a woman supports a woman, it is unconditional loyalty. And if we can start to build that as the new world order, I have a feeling we are going to become rock stars in terms of where we are taking this whole feminine energy. Remember, we are on that bridge where 5 to 10 years from now, what we do right now will decide how our daughters and daughter-in-laws get to receive life. Let's really make this a week of us empowering ourselves and empowering other women. I know a lot of people don't like this word empowerment. I absolutely love it. I don't think there's anything negative in it. We can have all of the power, but till the time we don't generate it, what's the point? A nuclear power plant has all of the power, but it has to generate power. It's not sitting on the power. The same way we have power, but empowerment basically means generating or tapping into that power that we already have. Yeah? God bless you all. Take care. Have a great week. I will see you next Wednesday. Maybe same time. Yes? Bless you. Bye. Ciao. And congratulations to all the winners.